Today we're going to be talking about the differences between activators and diplomats. When we're talking about the activator and their food, a general overview could be seen as this. They have a fast and fiery metabolism. They have a very fast digestion as well. So food moves through them quite quickly, and they'll need to have some more food every 2 to 3 hours. They have an early bird physiology or chronotype, and this is because their body responds very acutely to adrenaline and cortisol first thing in the morning, and they thrive when they use these hormones to really get up and moving. What we know about this body as well, the fact that they have got greater response to adrenaline and cortisol in the morning, they don't need as much food. In fact, a light breakfast is quite important for them. But as the day goes on, it becomes quite important that their meals get heavier and heavier, with the largest meal being at dinner. This is also the most typical body to get quite hangry if they're not fed. This is hungry, angry, if you're not familiar with the terminology. So some tips to make sure they're getting the most out of their profile. The first thing is always make sure that you're eating the right foods and you're eating it in the right way based on your food guide and the preparation. Generally, this body is more tolerant of animal proteins, and having more animal protein in their diet is going to be beneficial for them as long as it's indicated in their individual profile. We also know that this body does very well with 6 meals per day, smaller, more frequent meals. It's important that they're getting the right types of fats in their diet, particularly omega-3, and they've got a very high energy out, high energy in body. This means that they're going to move a lot. Their body is designed for moving, and as a result, we need to fuel that movement too. So the more that they use their energy, the more food that you can provide, and their body will keep burning brighter and brighter, just like that fast, fiery metabolism we spoke about. This is quite different to the diplomat. Generally, they've got the longest digestive time, 5 to 6 hours between meals. They have elements of conservation in their body, so they do hold a little bit of fat tissue. They've got a night owl chronotype, which means that they'll need later meal timing and generally a much later breakfast and lunch. And they can go without if they're calm. So if they are quite calm with and in a steady routine, you'll find that they don't actually need food or get that hangriness. However, for diplomats, it's all about timing, and going to your specific outputs in your platform will tell you exactly when it's best for your body to eat. And for a diplomat, this is one of the most important things you need to consider. So the tips to be in your best health as a diplomat generally is to have lots of vegetables. This is very, very important. 3 meals per day and looking to avoid snacks. You want a breakfast that's easily digested, something like a smoothie, and normally put back later in the morning, 8 to 10 a.m., sometimes even later. And this is also a body that can sometimes skip breakfast and just have plenty of food through the morning with a light snack at 12 p.m. The biggest meal should be at lunch between 2 and 4, and dinner size should be based on the activity that day. Generally, they should be aiming for 3 to 4 vegetarian meals per week, a smaller dinner. But if there's been a huge amount of activity and lots of weights being lifted throughout the day, then having a slightly bigger dinner is also going to be appropriate as well. It's really important to remember that we are all unique.